This is a sports catastrophe production. Hey there, ho there. It's Jeff Carter, and welcome you to another sports catastrophe on this day. And be warned, this is the only video that will be today, November 27th. There's no birthday boy / girl. Anyhow, 16 years ago, the Grey Cup was a fantastic one. In 2005, it was the Montreal Alouettes and the Edmonton Eskimos. Basically, eternal rivals in the Grey Cup and all that. Edmonton and Montreal always seemed to bump into each other in the Grey Cups. From 54 to 56, every Grey Cup was Montreal versus Edmonton, Montreal versus Edmonton, Montreal versus Edmonton. Fun fact, 1954, a plucky team from Kitchener, Ontario were in the Grey Cup semifinals, but ended up losing a chance to get to the Grey Cup thanks to Edmonton. So it would be Edmonton versus Montreal for the Grey Cup in the 50s. 3 straight years, 3 straight Eskimo wins. The 1970s was also a dominant decade of Eskimos and Alouettes facing each other in the Grey Cup. 4 times they met in the Grey Cup in the 1970s. Of course, the 1980s were Montreal's downfall, subsequent cancellation of their football team, and then in 1996 they got the team back, thanks to Baltimore needing to move it to Montreal so that they can, have the NFL. So anyway, the Eskimos and Alouettes met in the 2002 and 2003 Grey Cups. So this was the 3rd time in 4 years they would bump each other in the Grey Cup. Edmonton was 11-7 in the regular season. Montreal was 10-8. Black Eyed Peas. The Black Eyed Peas actually performed during halftime of the Grey Cup game, which is amazing. I mean, the Black Eyed Peas. Anyway, both Montreal and Edmonton had something in common. They actually ended up having to qualify for the Grey Cup through division semifinals. Montreal took on Saskatchewan and crushed Saskatchewan 30-14 at Stade Olympique. Saskatchewan actually crossed over because they had a higher mark than the 3rd place team in the East, that being Ottawa. So the Alouettes easily stomped Saskatchewan. Edmonton had to go into Calgary, and then they beat the Calgary Stampeders, which was surprising. The Battle of Alberta. Montreal then went into the Skydome to take on Toronto and crushed them 33-17. So they did what they did. And Edmonton went into BC, ironically where the Grey Cup was to be played, and beat them 28-23, preventing the Lions from having a home field Grey Cup, not for the first time in BC history, 1994. So anyway, it was a tight game and all that. After a low-scoring first quarter, Edmonton scored a touchdown on a Ed Hervey catch from Ricky Ray to make it 10-1. After Montreal's Eric LeBlanc got a touchdown run, it was 10-8 Edmonton. After an Edmonton field goal, Montreal got another touchdown run from LeBlanc. And then Montreal made it 18-13. And then Tony Tompkins ran a 96-yard kickoff return, shocking a lot of people, and making it 20-18 Edmonton. However, Anthony Calvillo got a touchdown run to make it 25-20 Montreal. And then Edmonton's got a touchdown and 2-point convert with a minute left to make it 28-25. Montreal knew they had to go down the field to touchdown to win, field goal to tie, and they kicked the field goal, making it for the first time since 1961, the Grey Cup going to overtime. It was amazing. So, a lot of things happened and all that. In overtime, Montreal got the kick. And Calvillo passed a touchdown to Dave Stala to make it 35-28. Edmonton needed a touchdown to tie, and they got it with Ricky Ray giving Jason Tucker an 11-yard touchdown pass. In the second overtime, the Eskimos couldn't score a touchdown. They kicked the field goal. Montreal needed a field goal to tie and a touchdown to win. Anyway, It was huge and all that. Calvillo was in trouble. He tried to make an illegal throw. And failed miserably. On 3rd and 33, Calvillo couldn't do anything, and Edmonton ended up winning the game. So the Edmonton Eskimos won the Grey Cup in double overtime, which was huge. The MVP was given to Ricky Ray, who went 35 for 45 with 359 yards and 2 touchdowns. As I said, Montreal and Edmonton have battled in Grey Cups. They've met in 11 Grey Cups. Montreal dropped to 3-8 in Grey Cups against Edmonton. They only won in 74. The Ice Bowl of 77 at Stade Olympique, which was that 41-6 game, which was ironically the year before Edmonton reeled up their 5 straight championships. And they won in 2002, as I said. The Eskimos won 54, 55, 56, 75. That famous 9-8 game that was in minus 16 weather in Calgary. It had the topless women at halftime during the national anthem. 1978, 1979, 2003, and 2005. So, needless to say, Montreal's bane for the CFL Grey Cup thing went to the Edmonton Eskimos. So, anyway, they did what they could. And Montreal would not win any Grey Cups till 2009 when they went back-to-back in 09 and 10. Edmonton, in the meantime, didn't win a Grey Cup. That was their last Grey Cup till 2015, which was strange. But yeah, it was amazing seeing the game in double overtime. And me as an Alouette fan being pissed off that the Alouettes lost another Grey Cup. What is it with me? My team always makes the finals and yet we lose all the time. I mean it. Yeah. So anyway, regardless, that was a great Grey Cup. Like it or not. And I didn't like it. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.